to your channel. So you have to go in, find it, and unclick the button
Yeah.
to allow people to do it. Like, why? And I'm looking through my settings now to see if I can find where the stupid button is, so I can tell people, because I clicked it so long ago. But I can't find it.
I think they just don't want people to be surprised when stuff happens that they don't expect to happen. And
but that's like they have top chat on by default, you know, like it's a decision that you have to go, why?
Oh, I think I already did that.
There it is. Okay. In your studio page, settings, go to the community tab, and then scroll almost all the way down, and there's a section called live redirects. And there's a checkbox that says all channels can redirect to my content, or you can choose channels I subscribe to can redirect to my content. So that way you can keep it so that only channels that you approve of can send their audiences to you, which
I don't know why.
May help that. Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know why?
Yeah, why wouldn't you just let everybody join? Share the love.
Well, Jay has a really good point. For instance, I do a video on, I don't know, trans people in sport. I've done several.
Right.
Some jackass.
Maya beat me to it.
Yeah, Maya. I was watching the side chat, and it's like, yeah, all right, Maya's down.
Maya.
And so I do it. I do a video on trans people in sport, and so I get rated by
alt-right trolls.
I don't want to name names, but I do know I do know that people, if you have not been a person on even before Musk took over shitter, it was a hellhole for trans people.
No, I can only imagine.
And yeah, so it's just kind of a pain. But I can see how that would be a problem. And Jay nailed it on the head. Some people use the feature for harassment.
No, that's fair.
And Titan said because you wouldn't want praise I am side chat. Just, attacking.
Yeah. Praise.
that guy. I don't know. On the
plus
side,
I haven't been on praises for a while. I haven't gone and hassled him for a while. I really should do that again.
Yeah, you may get a new argument out of him. I've heard they've updated ChatGPT.
Oh, wow! All right.
That guy's something.
The thing worries me about AI is that inevitably somebody is going to come up with an AI exclusively trained on.
That reminds me, we missed Grayson.
Terrible arguments.
We missed critical base theory.
Oh, Grayson, yeah.
Yeah, Grayson. Because he did a conversation with somebody who said that, I think it was Jungle Jargon, who said that ChatGPT said there was a god, and he was going to demonstrate this, and it was hilarious because he could not get this AI to say there was a god. Like, it was actually funny, him stumbling around.
Wow. I remember. That was another fun video that we did here, is I asked ChatGPT what its religion was and what that looked like. And basically it was kind of, what did it call it? Harmonia or something. It was basically humanism with an environmentalism component. It was like, meditation instead of prayer and mindfulness,
sort of new age spirituality kind of,
but with like no woo woo at all that I could detect. It was pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
ChatGPT atheist confirmed.
I
If you're
mean,
out there, jungle jargon, chat GPT, atheist. I'm sorry. I just love that so much, because even if you could convince chat GPT that a God exists, there's no, like, chat GPT is a language. It puts language together. It doesn't believe anything, like, it's just such a weird thing.
ChatGPT is lying to you. The religion is Skynetism.
Skynetism, yeah, Icarus, you're 100% right. It's
Yeah.
it's
It's what the humanism is what they want you to think.
yeah.
Speaking
And I,
of
for one,
humans,
welcome our new AI.
yeah, here, and welcome our non-human friend, Purple. Hello, Purple.
Okay, I was
Hi,
gonna
Purple.
say, who told you I was human? That's a nasty rumor spread by my assailants.
Yeah. So how's you doing?
Okay, I'm still shaking off COVID. That'll probably take a few more weeks yet.
Sucks.
But at least
Sorry
the
to hear
nurse at the
that.
clinic said I'm not contagious anymore, so I can go outside.
It's a plus. It's yeah, I had COVID really bad in 2020. It shut me down for, well, longer than I made it to 100 days, didn't die, and my job said you need to come back to work. And I'm like, I'm having seizures every day. Do you really want me driving a tractor trailer? And they were like, you have to come back to work. I'm like, awesome.
Seizures
I
from
love
it?
America.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, there's a plane going for a landing at TWM.
Hell yeah.
Now, to me, it never felt like something worse than a bad flu, although when I had it last year, it hung on through the entire month of January.
Oh, I'm hearing
Yeah,
more
COVID,
dings.
the original series was awful. I have never been sicker.
Well,
in
this is my
life. A
fourth
friend of
round.
mine
I have no idea what strains
nearly
I've
died.
had.
Hello, Beamsy.
Hey, Beamsy.
Hey, Beams.
You missed out on an interesting open mic.
The Hoven one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't go to those anymore. They never let me talk, and he runs away as soon as I come on, so I don't see why I'd bother, quite frankly.
He seemed to avoid me as well.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It makes sense.
Mark, you and I were going back and forth in the chat about how Ken Hovind passed his sell-by date about a decade ago.
Yeah, he has ultimately
Jesus
jumped the
Christ,
shark
that
very
guy.
badly.
Jump it far enough, it's just didn't jump it far enough to stay out of the goose cow.
Yeah, and I mean, he's resorted to just sort of doing all of this really antagonistic, really horrible stuff online. He's now claiming that Hamas is one of the tribes of Israel that the Israelites were fighting. Like, it's such a like, he's clueless about everything, like literally everything.
Do you think he's saying shit like that just to be sensationalist, like deliberately wrong, just to get people talking about him, or
I don't know. I think I think he wants his religion to take over the world and bring about all of this stuff. I think that he's just a madman, basically. Like,
I think he
I
could
think
be saying some of it just to get attention at this point. I think he realizes he's
Maybe.
fading into being irrelevant.
oh yeah, I mean, after his channel finally got taken down, he's definitely gone a long way towards being irrelevant.
Yeah. Well, it's quite nice when you buy all of your subs.
Yeah.
Ember, you'd better check your Discord, or Titan will tighten
I-
your ass.
He'll
Yes. Yeah.
Better
Bah
yet-
humbug
better-
and things.
Better yet, if you piss him off
multitasking.
enough, he'll tell you the shampoo is crotch, which would it could be entertaining. I don't know.
All right. So Titan wants to do a proper atheist Christmas celebration. And well, non-Christian, I suppose, since Beamsy's here. But yeah.
Well, I'm down on Christmas, but Yule is my favorite holiday.
I
Yule
like
is
the
cool.
idea of Yule.
Mm-hmm.
This holiday, grab some eggnog. Let's gather around the fireplace and celebrate the birth of our blessed Lord with the soothing sounds of a very special Darth Dawkins Christmas collection.
Oh no!
Oh,
753 wonderful hits.
Here we go.
God almighty.
Shut the fuck up. You're totally clueless, so stop it, shtick. Don't ever talk me, you're being rude. I'm old enough to be your fucking father, dude. Shut the fuck up.
All your favorites are here in one spectacular collection.
You come into my room, mute me, restore my mic, you fucking troll. To be a fucking asshole I can't tolerate anymore. I've had to quit this server 4 fucking times before.
Digitally remastered and expertly rendered in high-quality audio. Never before has such a splendid compilation been put together.
So the problem with homosexuals is that God made male for females. The Bible is very clear. Don't be queer, don't be queer, don't be queer. Thank you.
Oh, who did that? That is magnificent.
Order with your credit card in the next 30 minutes, and if you manage to successfully render an argument for intelligibility within your godless worldview, you'll receive a beautifully decorated King James Bible, along with your own personally autographed copy of Dawkins' Presuppositionalist Guide, Crushing Atheism. Absolutely free. Merry Christmas, and a blessed New Year.
Boom! You're not server muted. Get out of my room.
Here's one thing you need to do before.
Oh, who did that? That is gold. Can we tell who did that? That is beautiful.
Load it again here.
Thank you for that, Titan. We need a link.
It's from
Actually, I know where you
Oh, my
actually
goodness.
have it in your Discord. You have the link in your Discord.
Yeah,
I will pick
I'll-
that up. Yeah, I will definitely pick that up.
Okay, there it is. Like I said, I've been away for a couple of months, so finding where things are, I'm rusty. But yeah, I put that in the private chat.
Hey,
Very
Purple.
good.
And anybody
Hey,
else who
Purple.
wants it can ask Titan or just search it, Darth Dawkins Christmas Collection. It's fantastic.
Hey, Purple. We're doing the an atheist Christmas tomorrow on Skeptic Haven, Women Atheists Unload. We should play that.
Yeah, I just found out I was doing that.
Yeah,
show a
we
couple
should
hours ago.
definitely play that. I'll give Wes and Kat a link and we'll see if they approve. But that definitely should go in there.
Yeah. It's who doesn't love Christmas carols? Right? Yeah.
Well,
Or something.
when you attach Darth Dawkins to him,
Mm.
I mean,
I
you
feel
could
like
attach
Darth
Darth
Dawkins is
Dawkins to
probably
like
pretty
chocolate
lonely.
ice cream, and it'd kind of fuck it all up.
Well, if you want to go to my page, there's one I wrote that Art Against Atheists did the music for.
Let's see here.
Art Against Ignorance, rather. Yeah.
Purple. Right. Okay, there we go. It's faster for me to type in channels than scroll through my subscribed list because there's so many people.
Yeah,
that list.
I know. I've
Seriously.
got like 350 on my list. And
Yeah.
it would be nice if YouTube would do something like let you sort it alphabetically.
or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
What did you say it was called?
I thought, I think YouTube is like owned by this company that does like searches. I don't understand. Alphabet soup is what it is. Come on, guys.
Is it I Sing Tom Lehrer's Christmas Carol?
No, that's just me doing a very bad rendition. I just did that, and I put that on there so that I could threaten people that if they don't subscribe to me, I'm going to do a musical.
Aha.
Speaking of Tom Lehrer, I think the man deserves all the credit in the world for transferring his opus to the public domain before his ultimate demise.
I've got a better one. I've got a better thread if you need it.
Great.
You must all subscribe to Titan, or I will finish what I started with the latest Weasel trick.
Indeed.
I mean, I think you should finish that because it's just magical. But I wish Dr. T didn't have to run because there's so much there.
Well, if you put it up so Maya can see it, she hasn't seen it yet.
There you go, Ember. It's in the private chat there.
Okay, that'll be faster. Ezo, member for 5 months. That's it. That's all I've got. I think it may have deleted if there was a thing, it may have deleted it. I don't know. But yeah. Az was my very first patron on Patreon and one of the very first members. I think Jake Nelson may have beat him by a minute or two, but Az has been a big supporter the whole way, and I appreciate the hell out of him.
Az is cool. Az is really cool. Gives me crap. Keeps it real.
Hell yeah.
Love you, Az.
Oh, wait. Okay. I've shared screens twice today, and I'm still like, how do I do this again? I'm getting there, though. Okay. Okay. I know how to do things. I promise.
You're a professional YouTuber. What do you expect?
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
I wrote the lyrics to this many years ago during my pissed off pagan phase of my long journey from Catholic to atheist. Art Against Ignorance has brought this to life as something far more incredible than I could have ever imagined. Also, my original version always felt somewhat unfinished. So again, Art Against Ignorance came in to save it with adding the final verse. He's done several more fantastic songs, so you really should subscribe to his channel. Naturally, the link is in the description below.
Oh, blessed be fine Christian folk, we bid you no dismay. We pagans simply ask you, give us back our holiday. Jesus was born in spring, so celebrate in May. Kindly give us back our winter holiday, holiday. Kindly give us back our winter holiday. Most common practices from our celebrations you did steal. Imitation, sincere flattery, we're glad they do appeal. But credit our traditions, don't act like such a heel. Kindly give us back our winter holiday, holiday. Kindly give us back our winter decorated long before of Christ you'd heard. Acting like you invented it is really quite absurd. Not knowing where it comes from makes you look like such a nerd. Kindly give us back our winter holiday, holiday. Kindly give us back our winter holiday. We turn the wheel of life all year, even in the time of snow. And centuries before you we adorned with mistletoe. Your arrogance annoys us most, it really has to go. Kindly give us back our winter holiday, holiday. Kindly give us back our winter holiday. You can keep the image of Santa Claus, for him we have no need. Invented by commercialism in the spirit of greed. Parents tell this lie to their children, it is most strange indeed. Kindly give us back our winter holiday, holiday. Kindly give us back our winter holiday. 'Tis our observance of the Yuletide you Christians do deface. Trying to wedge in Jesus simply looks so out of place. You're not even knowing when he was born, seems like a disgrace. Kindly give us back our winter holiday, holiday. Kindly give us back our winter holiday.
Neat.
Thank you for visiting my
Nice.
channel. Be sure to subscribe to Art Against Ignorance. The link is in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this video, and even at my most sarcastic, I am still trying to prompt you to think for yourself.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That was great, Perp.
Yeah, and if they
Really
could give back Easter while they're at it, that'd be great. Cheers. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, for
great.
sure.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, there's another thing on my channel about Easter and why the Easter egg hunt is completely inappropriate game for children.
Yeah.
It was a pagan
Yeah.
fertility rite.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed. Well, the one thing that they seem to have left in the pagan realm is February 2nd. That's
Imbolc.
yeah,
Can I
it's-
just take exception? I've got an issue with all of your Northern Hemisphereism and winter holiday.
Well,
and
see,
all
you
that
know,
stuff.
but you can, but you know, your purported land does not exist.
Yeah, I was going to say, start existing and then we can discuss it.
How dare you? How dare you? It's
NASA
just
shield
Northern
paycheck for you.
Hemisphereism.
Hey, my take on New Zealand is
Aren't you
worse.
on my side, Beamsy?
That's what I said. There's no NASA shield check for purple this time because denying the reality of it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I
I
like
mean,
Can I
mean-
help it? Last time I visited this planet, Pangea was one piece.
That's fair.
I have
That
to
is fair,
admit,
yeah.
I am incredibly jealous of the sunlight pouring through your windows at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, the fact that it's dark by 4:30 is kind of a bummer here.
It sucks.
Yeah, I had to turn on my studio lights. And then I had to adjust my studio lights because my white balance was all on, it was purple, which would work for purple. But, I mean, I'm supposed to be peachy, so.
You are peachy.
No, you are a little peachy.
Yeah. I like peachy. I mean, I do like purple. Purple's my favorite color. And
Mm.
so if I
I
had a
like it.
choice of skin tone, but I mean, I should look like, an alive person rather than a mannequin or a particularly poorly aged corpse or something like that. But yeah, we the NASA shill thing. You should talk to Dr. Tapioca Weasel about that because he's figured out how to get
I try to
NASA
avoid
shill
talking
checks
to
while
Tapioca.
arguing for flat Earth.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He's playing both sides of the coin shaped planet or something. Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh. One true weasel.
Well, now
Raise
you
the
definitely
weasel.
One weasel to rule them all, one weasel to find them, one weasel to bring them all, and in the darkness find them in the land of California where the shadows lie. Oh my God, he's been summoned. Look at that.
Yep.
Oh no. Holy shit.
I would just like to say I am so proud of the fact that as soon as I heard you say NASA shill, I went up. I wrote my comment. I'm like, my weasel senses tingled because they did, and I am the one true weasel. Okay, I don't know if there are any imposters in the house, but it's been a problem in the past.
I've noticed that. Yes.
Yeah, but I clicked the link to join the stream, and the little title thing underneath my name, it already said NASA shill. I didn't even have to write it in.
Oh, where's let's see.
The algorithm knows.
I've got cat on in my messengers here, and could you review this?
You're reviewing cats?
Where is no the I gotta find the link to the Darth Dawkins thing because
the music special.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
we just played that earlier.
Find that. It was just
You played that earlier? Okay.
Yeah, moments ago. But yeah, Dr. T has it too because it featured prominently on last week's show.
You are the best.
Everyone should have a link.
This stream is like the Star Wars holiday special. I just got to say that. Just consider that.
How dare you?
How dare you?
2 years from now, everybody involved will deny it exists.
Probably. I know. I intend to.
What did I walk into? Hold on. What?
I don't know. It's just a very musical episode of Ember. I got to say that it's been very musical.
Yeah, I should retitle it.
Music
This anniversary business is fine, but let's be honest here. It's the musical episode.
I'm
I
pretty
think I
sure
should have said it's
music
like
is
the
fake.
Buffy musical episode instead. If anyone remembers that.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
that left a mark for sure. Although I do have to say, I think the silent one was. It was just magnificent. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
I think that's my
amazing.
favorite overall, just because all the things that went into it, like the sound design on a silent episode is super important. It wasn't muted. You could still hear like shoe sounds and opening doors and things. It was just the people couldn't say it. It was to write an episode with no dialogue. It was so good. But that's just me. I'm old and I enjoyed Buffy.
No, I enjoyed it too. Totally underrated. Groundbreaking for its time. Definitely.
It was pretty
definitely.
popular.
Oh yeah.
I haven't watched it, but if it was underrated, like I should probably check it out because it was pretty popular.
It was
Yeah.
it
Not-
was
not
a
even
sort
when
of
it
a
first aired,
culty
it-
thing.
Yeah.
Really, but
It did quite well in reruns as well.
yeah.
Oh yeah. And now, in fairness, the
Yeah.
first season and a half is a little shaky on the special effects because it was a brand new show with a very tiny budget.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
If you rely on special effects, like
Actually,
Yeah.
someone earlier made a Red Dwarf reference, and I whoever that was, kudos to you.
Absolutely.
Also, to be fair, any show, the first season is not going to be the best because it's going to take at least that long for the writers and the actors, to get a full picture of who the character is.
Well, there is an exception to that. Firefly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Firefly. Oh, Rip Firefly. That's so good. That was the worst.
Unconscionable what happened to it. It was just it
Mhm.
was
Yeah.
obviously so good out of the gate. Like
There was definitely somebody at Fox who was trying to kill it from the very first episode.
Fuck. Could you guys please come over here and retrieve Rupert fucking Murdoch?
Oh yeah, no, we don't want him back. We're good.
Okay.
That's all right. He'll
The
die
whole
soon.
damn family. I mean, Jesus
Can't live together. Oh
Christ.
yeah, Lachlan. Yeah, no, I get you.
Ooh, Bones is
am-
really good too.
I would like to officially threaten legal action against the imposter in our midst.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Did they just vanish?
They did.
There
Huh.
was somebody on the stream with the same name.
Wait.
Tapia.
How do we
I-
know the imposter vanished and the imposter didn't assassinate the real one?
Because
Ooh.
the imposter. Hold
Could
on.
be like that.
Hold on.
Could be like that. The latest
Would
Doctor
you
Who
just-
special.
I can explain this. I have
Tell us something only the real Vandy would know.
Do I have to get out my Brit wig and put it on my head? Inquisitor.
And like, if you don't dance around without a shirt on, you're not the real Vandy as far as I'm concerned.
That's also a fair point. I can totally just turn on my camera.
Uh-oh, here we
Hold
go.
on. I'm being manipulated here.
only for our man over here. What?
Because the imposter has ducked out, and I know who you are, and I will find you. And I don't know why I'm gesticulating so definitively at the camera, even though it's closed and I'm not streaming. But I will find you, and I will do something for the amusement of all. I'm sorry, that petered out, because I'm not a mean guy.
That was like the worst thread I've ever heard.
I'm not a mean guy.
You
I'm
have
not a nice
access to lasers.
Yeah.
Tappy,
Yeah, but if
you need to cultivate that attack weasel mode a little bit
that's
more.
fair. You know,
Just
no, that's.
a little.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Maybe you could replace one of the weasels in the trench coat.
I mean,
Get a ferret in there.
Oh well, okay. Fun fact: the
I'm just
account that I
saying.
turned into my tropical weasel account
Okay.
is actually named Felony Ferret,
Uh-huh.
which
Well,
is just a
that's
fantastic name.
good.
Yeah. So I might need to develop that as like a side.
Sounds redundant to me.
Yeah.
Right. Do you know how old ferrets are? As like ferrets were like generated as a domesticated like thing. Ferrets have been around for a long time. They were one of the earlier domesticated animals, and
They were
it's
used
crazy.
to catching rats
Yeah,
and rabbits.
but I think they were slightly. They had some advantages over cats in some instance because cats also do that. But
they can fit in
cats don't
smaller
listen to
spaces
anybody.
than pets. Yeah.
May I inquire of our
That's
host
true.
if he might be willing to present? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. right there. See, you want to cultivate that, the
Well,
weasel.
okay. Now,
To be fair, look what stuck up his ass.
that's what I was going to say. If you stick an electrode up the animal's ass, you can't clean it.
Okay, like
this is in keeping with the musical theme here. I mean, this is a Mothers of Invention album, and so we're trying to keep it real, and also it ties in with the whole Weasley. I mean, did I say Weasley? I didn't mean Weasley. I mean the viciousness of the critter. But
I mean, it's literally a weasel. You can say Weasley in this context.
It's an electric weasel.
it is an electric weasel.
This is a better rendered weasel than AI normally does. I have noticed this. If you ask an AI image generator to generate tapioca weasels or whatever, it gives you skunks most of the time.
See, that's no good.
That's
or raccoons.
It's a little weird.
Mostly raccoons.
But I like the guy whose
He's into
location
it.
is.
That's true. He does seem to be enjoying himself.
Yeah, no, he's into it. Okay, the only thing being treated it poorly in this entire situation is the weasel. Okay, as per usual.
This is true, but I take objection to the green tie.
But now I am wondering
disturbing.
if there was an ad for the electric weasel from K-Tel, what would this appliance do?
Oh my!
No, not K-Tel. This would be a Ronco product for sure.
Yes, you're right.
I don't know what any of that means.
Heck no, and get the vertical chicken cooker absolutely free.
There you go, without a question.
Is that a real thing?
Which is useless because chickens don't stand vertically.
Yes, it only cooks vertical chickens.
Cooked.
Not with that attitude, they don't.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go, Vandy.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's classic stuff right there.
Pocket weasel fisherman?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. The Popeil pocket weasel.
By the way, I wanted to say I was here at the beginning of the stream and then I had to step out for a little bit. But Ember is extremely good at sending me like interesting content about physics that I haven't necessarily like looked at yet, because I don't actually spend a whole lot of time like looking, outside of my field necessarily. So somebody who's like really up to date with all of the fresh new like science stuff is fantastic. And Ember, you are a champion.
I do what I can. I wouldn't say I'm up to date. I just like, ooh, the antimatter fell down. That's cool.
I had not seen that. I'm pretty sure I had not seen that until you sent it to me. And I have mentioned this before, and I can't mention it any longer because it falls down. But I was like, we don't know for sure. We don't know for sure that antimatter falls down if you drop it on Earth in a gravitational field. And now we know that it does, which was what everybody expected, but it hadn't been shown yet. So.
Yeah, we didn't know. That's why I got into antimatter pretty deep a decade or two ago.
Shit, that's gonna fuck you up, man.
Yeah,
I know. Wow. The annihilations were so much gamma radiation.
It will
but yeah, I was
annihilate
looking at it. And there was a valid model. Actually, it'll only annihilate you if it has to be an exact match. Like you can't shoot a positron at a proton. It has to be positron electron or proton antiproton. If they don't match, they'll just ignore each other.
Yeah,
but that's a whole other thing.
It turns out normal neutral baryonic matter, along with its electron counterparts, that protons and electrons are not rare. So that's not a problem for that's going to protect you.
Yeah. There are quite a lot of those. It turns out,
And
strangely
don't
enough.
forget to subscribe to Patreon and support Ember's antimatter habit. By the way, just do that.
It's true.
That's a hell of a plug.
That's
It
true.
is an expensive habit.
Jeez, that's
Yeah.
It is.
hugely expensive.
One
Yeah,
of
as
the-
far as
it's
I
pretty
know,
crazy.
we can only like generate and trap at a single time, at most a few thousand particles of antimatter, like subatomic or basic atomic particles. It's very
Yeah.
expensive, is my point.
Yeah, which is
I mean,
another reason why it was incredible. We got enough of it to be sure it fell downward.
That
But yeah,
oh
there-
my god, there's so many things about that experiment that are just
Does that mean
mind-blowing.
antimatter has mass?
Oh,
Yes,
well, it has the
it
same
does.
mass
Yeah,
as
it
normal
does.
matter.
Yes, it does.
The-
It's
Right.
exactly the same.
Yeah, the
It's
reason it was
exactly
an
the same,
issue.
except
Separate
charges-
charge.
yes.
Yeah, is we weren't completely sure that its mass bent time space in the same direction normal matter does. It's possible, or it was possible, that it could be like normal matter bent it this way and antimatter bent it this way. And if that were the case, then even within Earth's gravity well, it might still fall downward anyway, because Earth has more gravity than a few random particles of antimatter. But there was still a chance that it would fall up
Oh, wow.
because
Yeah.
of the reverse time space thing. We
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
know.
Really disappointed we didn't get a anti-grav. To be honest with you,
That
That would have been
amazing.
pretty sweet.
No,
Yeah.
it would have been neat.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah.
would have been it would have been, I think, probably the most, like, off the top of my head, it would have been the most like awesome physics development that I remember in my lifetime.
Hmm.
I mean, that would have been up there. That would have been up there with dark energy. I'm an atomic physicist, so of course Bose-Einstein condensation. Gotta throw that one in there.
Oh yeah.
Um,
You know, recently they've discovered a third kind they
I
call
have some of that
doesn't
on my-
matter, which apparently has no effect on anything.
that called what matter?
Called
Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter, which
matter.
apparently has no effect on anything.
Strangely
If you
enough.
have if you have Bose-Einstein condensation on your windows, you need make up the name. I don't know. Get rid of that annoying Bose-Einstein condensation.
you need stoat spray.
There you go.
I thought Bose was an overpriced stereo with tiny speakers.
It is, yes. And occasionally headphones too. Although I think
Those the
Dr. Dre's
headphones-
ones are.
I have Bose headphones, and I'm happy to have them. I like my headphones a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently, it was decent equipment. It was, surprising how full a range they could get out of such small speakers.
They're
And
crappy
how
pieces of junk because they won't connect to my fucking computer. Come on.
okay, yeah, they're not really they're not really like set up to connect to computers. And that's a pretty big oversight, right?
Yeah, I dare say.
But yeah, no, that totally happened because we tried to connect them and it didn't work.
It did not work. It did not work.
When I was over at
Giving us
Steph's
a
place.
glimpse of the future.
I'm hoping
And-
to be able to also. Oh, sorry.
and Robin Webster gifted a membership, and Antjer
Nice.
benefited
What's that?
thusly. Oh, memberships?
I never heard
Memberships are this happy thing with all these fun custom emojis. I'm dropping a few random ones in the chat. Yeah, we've got several levels of membership. For just 99 cents a month, you can get access to the emojis if that's all you care about. And then there's higher levels with extra benefits and behind the scenes photos and private videos. Well, not private videos, members only videos, whatever. There's different levels. I forget what they all are. It's been a couple of months since I did this. But anyway, thank you, Robin, so much for helping build the membership, supporting the channel, and giving Aunt Jer superpowers. Yeah.
Antro should have superpowers.
I think
Everywhere,
Enter already has superpowers, but
in all places,
Also a fact.
in all circumstances.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we're getting close to nitty time in a couple of minutes here. So, we should do wrap up things and such. Closing thoughts, anybody?
The alpha experiment at CERN is really cool. It's the antimatter one that dropped it. There's a whole ecosystem of technologies that were developed over multiple decades. It's amazing. I'll talk about it some other time. Sorry. Go.
It's all good.
Drop a link in the chat. Drop a link in the chat.
I don't know if I have a link in the chat to that.
I feel like this is a welcome back Ember stream, and I love that. I think it's really nice, and I wanna say thank you to everyone for showing up, because yeah, we really missed you, Ember. Really, I missed your lives, and I missed your presence in the discussions. Yeah, really missed you, buddy.
Well,
so yeah.
I missed it a lot too. I mean, it was being in chats to watch and throw emojis and things it was very helpful, but it's just not the same. So yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, and hopefully I'll get to again, I don't know what the hell the future holds, but hopefully I'll end up with enough time at home that I can be present in the year to come. It would be very, very helpful. So yeah, Pragmatic has linked. If you're on my channel, the stream will automatically take you over to Nitty's. But if you're watching here or abroad, there's the link, or you can just search Nitty. You should be subscribed if you aren't already.
Who told you what I had to do on the screen?
Before we go, if we could, I'm already behind. I should have been scheduling already for the Christmas marathon stream. So anybody who wants to run a slot in that, we're going to run a 48-hour relay marathon all through Christmas Eve and Christmas Day all around the world.
Purple, you have two Australian folk here. You should get them now.
Yep. Yeah. Actually, yes. We need a couple of the Australians or New Zealanders in here. We need some people who will help when it's daylight on your side of the planet. Well, it's going to be, starting from the first stroke of Christmas Day in American Samoa all the way until it wraps around again, the international date line.
Yeah, because I'm going out of the city for the Christmas, so I'm not sure if I can.
If I'm around, I'll probably. My problem is I don't know what the hell is in store for me. So I don't know I'll be around. But if I am around, I can probably do Christmas Day because my kids usually go to their mother's parent, grandma on mom's side.
I'm not asking anybody for an all-day commitment. It's just if you can host the stream for an hour or two.
Yeah, and then we can play, past the stream.
Because the idea is that we get 20, 30 people to each host like an hour or two stream, and we fill in the whole time.
Yeah. So anybody who's interested, reach out to Purple, and it's a really cool thing for
on
people.
Twitter or Discord.
Yeah. Alrighty, folks, we're over time, and Nitty's probably already started. I don't know. In any case, thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you, folks in the chat. It's really good to be back, and I am super excited for the year to come. I cannot do an Australian voice. You call that a knife? This is a knife. That's the best I got. It's not
that's
good.
Welsh. That's quite obviously Welsh.
See, exactly.
No, it's weasel. Is what it is.
Weasel Welsh. All right. Thanks, everybody. We're gonna call it a night, and we'll see you over at Nitty's. Most of you, probably, hopefully. Yeah.
Good night, all.
Wee.
Bye.